Second one today. I'm trying to cut down. We'll just wait for a sound check.
Okay.
Just sit in silence.
I would wait. Okay, we don't start, mate.
If you need to go off and see to him, though.
He's just so excited. I think he's ADHD as well.
Yeah.
He's just hard work. So I'll just leave him to it. Play upstairs. He's watching Cocomelon. He's got a thing in his bedroom now. So
Cocomelon.
Yeah, I go to sleep, and fucking singing Wheels in the Bus, mate.
Right, can we get a sound check, guys, please?
Testing.
1 2 1 2.
1 2 3 1 2 3. Hi, Money. You good? I can't say your name, so sorry. Trace, you're right, Lucy.
Who?
I can't pronounce his name. I don't want to say it stupidly. Jaswi Rashid.
Oh.
He's on TikTok. Yeah, knows me from TikTok.
Is this your friend?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're all my friends.
Make sure you subscribe. Evening, Jenny. Evening, everybody in the room. Can we get a sound check, please, guys? Say hello as well. Ginge, just say something just so we can make sure we're both clear.
Oh, you hear me?
1 2 1 2.
Ooh.
Let's sing it. Shall we sing tonight? Thank you. I'm just going to pretend I'm professional. It's not connected to my laptop, but I like it. It looks good.
Mic night. It was amazing. They had all them professional things.
Right. Thank you, Tracy. Mum's not too bad. Yeah.
Good.
Right. So most of you all know Ginge. She's been on before, and if you don't know who she is, then please jump off this if you're watching it live, or if you're watching it later, and go into my lives, check out and watch Ginger's story first of all, because a lot of it will probably make sense to the conversation that we're going to have tonight. For those of you that are new to my channel or don't know me, my name is Fran. I served 3 years, 8 months behind bars, and obviously my channel is about prison, supporting women and men, and showing you that people can change. Tonight's a little bit of a different story. We're talking about mental health, but I want to know, is this due to prison? Ginge has served time behind bars, which I will let you just give just a quick, just how long you served, Ginge, and what it was for. And yeah, she's currently struggling at the minute with life. And I think we need to talk about mental health more for women and men. I think it is actually mental health for men this month, isn't it? As well as Pride. I might be wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is for guys as well. So shout out to the women and the men that are struggling out there. Don't suffer in silence. You know, it's great that Ginger's reached out and she wants to share her struggles. Hopefully it will help her in some way, and it can help somebody out there that is struggling as well. Yeah, if you just want to just introduce yourself. And
yeah, Ginge, but Teresa, everyone calls me Ginge because I don't like Teresa. I got sentenced to 8 years 3 months for robbery. I served just over 5 years in Eastwood Park and HMP Send and Peterborough.
So obviously we've heard your story before, like I just said. So, you know, you've reached out to me. Obviously you're having a bit of a tough time with mental health, and not actually being a mum, but it's obviously the situation of your son, which I'll let you explain in a minute. Before we go into the nitty-gritty, what you're going through, has mental health always been there? I mean, I think we've all had it, but like, do you feel this is prison related? Because this would be, this is really interesting. Like, has prison had a big part of this, or is it just life in general?
So obviously before I went into prison, I had mental health. I wasn't aware of what that mental health was, like the ADHD, autism, and EUPD, because I hadn't been diagnosed. But I think when I was outside, sort of drugs helped that mental health. They sort of, what's the word? Not cover it up, but it sort of just puts it to a side so you don't have to think about it. But when I went to,
Of course.
obviously a lot of the time I had to try and deal with that, and there was no coping strategies. That's where my self-harming started. I'd never self-harmed once in my life before I went to prison. So I think my mental health got worse, and then where I was introduced I can't say the word, but you know what I mean.
Introduced, yeah.
Yeah, for like over 5 years. Some people maybe had to deal with that, but it was a real struggle when I got out to try and deal with all that and how to live life. Like so many things have changed, people have changed, and yeah, it's just difficult ones. I think my mental health, it's not the best at the minute at all. It just goes up, down, up, down. But prison, after being in there, I think it got worse because even my sister said you're so much more scattier since you've come out. Like you always flapping or you have about 100 different conversations one after the other, like, and it's just, yes, I think prison didn't help. I got support towards the end with it, and I got new coping strategies, but I would never self harm now because I've got a child, and I wouldn't do that and then potentially go wrong one day and then him move out of mum. So I just try and deal with it in my own way, but it's just difficult, yeah. And obviously, like you say, the situation I'm in at the minute is even more stressful because he's just not like a normal, not in a bad way, but like he's not he doesn't act like a normal child. His mind doesn't work like that. So I think it's frustrating for both of us, which doesn't help. Yeah.
Evening, everybody that's just jumped into the room. Yeah, I'm not being ignorant, but obviously we've already kicked off the live. Do you want to explain a little bit about Little Man?
Yeah. So he's the most amazing little boy going, like so loving, so funny. But he doesn't talk. He's 2.5. He's 30 months now. All right, baby's maybe a few months behind, but he's severely behind. He does, like you said, mum the other day, sent me a video. So that was the first time he said it. Like, I was so happy, but he's not said it since. Just everything, his learning, simple commands. And I kept telling people, like, it's not, no, no, he's just behind. I was like, I'm autistic. I know my son, you know, no one would listen to me. But now they're saying that there's a high chance he is autistic and he's quite a the high autistic because he gets quite angry sometimes, like literally tries to beat me up, scrams me, kicks me, bites me, and there's not much I can do because he's a child, he doesn't understand. But sometimes I've literally got to put his hands across his chest to try and restrain him in a sense because he's hurting me. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And then obviously he gets upset when I raise my voice at him, and then I comfort him, and then that's obviously a bad thing because then he thinks what he's doing is fine. He doesn't interact with other children. So when I go and pick him up from nursery, it's heartbreaking because he's just sat in the corner with a dolly. Because he doesn't like, occasionally, like he'll sit there and eat a snack with the other kids, but only because he's hungry, not because he wants to be there with them. So that's a struggle as well. And just, yeah, people are not listening to me. That, you know, it's just a real struggle to try and deal with my mental health, with my ADHD, my scattiness, as well as his, where he's trashing the house 24/7. I don't eat properly because he doesn't allow me to eat because he pushes it away. If he doesn't like the look of something that I'm eating, I'm not allowed to eat. And he goes mental if I try. So half the time I don't even eat.
I just want to pick up on a comment you said. Like you said, like you comfort him when he gets like upset and he's kicked off and stuff, and you think like that's not the right thing to do. But why is it not the right thing to do? Because for me, like, isn't it just saying to your child like it's okay? Like maybe they just need a hug.
Yeah,
Like,
think with a child with a disability where their mind doesn't work the same, he then laughs afterwards, like he smirks, like he side eyes me. I was telling Vic about it earlier. I said he side eyes me when he's not supposed to do things. I've got a metal chair, then he lobs it against the window, glasses he'll chuck across the living room, and he know the word no. So when I raise my voice at him, he knows what, like in a sense, why I'm doing it. But then when I cuddle him, that will make him do it more because he's like, "Oh, she raised a voice at me once. I'll just do it again." So that may not help sometimes. Obviously, I have to do it because I don't like seeing him upset. I'm going to comfort him to say, "Like, don't cry, baby." Do you know what I mean? It's fine. But I think sometimes it doesn't help when then things seem to get worse and worse and worse.
yeah, so Joanne's just commented, evening everybody else that's just jumped in the room. Stacey, haven't seen you for a while. Hi, Mike. My niece has two nonverbal autistic sons, both preschool. It's hard to get help until you get a diagnosis. So have they actually not diagnosed him yet, did you say?
They,
Sorry.
they're about 5, like they're on the waiting list for. He's done oh, interactivity therapy, which is where like, and I felt a bit of a twat to be fair, because I had to do it out in public and everything. Everything he does, I have to copy. So I'm his shadow rather than him copying me. So I can't do it first. If he gets a yellow block and chucks it, then I've got to chuck that block. If he picks up a bottle, I've got to buy 2 bottles the same colour now, which is a financial stress as well, because I've now got to go and buy loads of different things just so he's got two of them. So he copies. And he started doing well for a bit with that. and then he just went bad. And yeah, the health visitor come around the other day. I had to kick her out. I just said, "Listen, mate, you're gonna have to go." I said, "He's distressed. He doesn't like new people in the house." And it's not been like that for a long time. As soon as they came in, he was unsettled. From the minute they walked in, he wouldn't eat, he wouldn't drink, he was dragging off my leg. And she went, "Listen, you're doing an amazing job." She said, "But now we've seen what he's like, we'll also put a referral in for you." So unfortunately, it is a couple of year waiting list. So I've got to try and get some sort of support in between for my mental health, as well as trying to help him progress
Yeah,
in.
it must be really tough on your own. It must be really tough, especially if you're not in a great place anyway, then you have that on top. Like, you need to just keep on. You need to keep on and on. There's got to be some like coping strategies. You know, there's got to be people out there. I mean, I mean, personally, if I was you, as silly as it sounds, I would look on YouTube, I would look on TikTok, and I'd actually reach out to mothers that actually post this kind of stuff, so then you've got someone that can actually give you proper advice, not from somebody that actually thinks they know it all, and they can actually tell you what they've done. Because, you know, I've seen children, autistic children on there, and, you know, that some of them are at the age, they look the age of about 10. So they've been there, they've done it, and don't be scared. Like, literally, just reach out. Even I'll do it for you. Like, I know you would anyway. Like, but have a look. If you just put in the word autistic, it will come up with people and their children, and then just send them a message, because I'm telling you now, I bet they would be more than happy to reach out and help. Really, you know, and you might find some really good resolutions. Is that my word?
Yeah, yeah.
That's like a Christmas thing. Do you know what I mean? So like, but literally, like, you know, because I couldn't imagine doing that as a full-time mum on my own, like,
And
especially
it's hard
struggling in my own head.
the house because I don't like sitting all the time anyway. Like I'm ADHD, so I like to get out, go to the park. Like, I'm always and late like the last few months is just so financially stressful because if I stay in the house with him, he won't leave me alone. And don't get me wrong, I love cuddles, I love kisses, I love him knowing that I'm there for him if he needs me, but sometimes it's just too much. So I'm going out near enough every day to the park. You then spend money.
I'm I'm gonna really, yeah, okay. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna jump in because I don't want to miss this. So Sharon has just said my son has three autistic sons, and it took ages to get a proper diagnosis and to help understand them better. And then she said the eldest is nearly 11. So I mean, yeah, she may know
Yeah.
some things that might help. Oh, shit, I'm pressing all sorts now. Sorry. Um,
Yeah,
I,
100%. So I don't know. So, yeah, yeah, hopefully they will. But I'm pushing it because there's been 2 referrals gone in now because they can see how tough it is. Because he'll wear a jumper, brand new jumper. He'll wear it 3 times, and then he'll be ripping it off because he doesn't like the feel of it. So then I've got not that I care, but then I've got to go out and buy more clothes every like month or something. It's not easy. Like yeah, it's just
um,
oh, yeah.
No, I can't imagine. Justine just said as well, I have a daughter that has autism, and I understand how hard it is and what you're going through. She's got a baby girl too, and once they go to special school and can get I think diagnosed, but it's not easy on your own and before diagnosis.
Yeah. Hi, Money VR. No, he doesn't trace. They're a lot older, but my nephew's autistic. He's really good with.
Excuse me.
He's not in like he'll look at other kids. Like he's got to the point now where he'll stand next to a child in nursery, so that's progression in itself. Because usually just push him away, not in a horrible way, just like get away from me. Puts his hand up like that to say no, like. But yeah, he doesn't really interact with many kids at all. Um,
Just flicking through the. You're a brilliant mum, Ginge. Does he interact with your sister? Oh, you just answered that,
yeah,
didn't you?
my daughter's saying, but was only diagnosed at 6. It takes the mick how long they take to diagnose. Like not because I want him on like medication or anything like that, just for that support and an insight. Like it's all different traits. Um, so yeah, that's all I want really is to get the diagnosis so I can understand. I have been told about the DLA for him, and he loves going away. And I know you get one holiday every year for that, up to £500. It's like a thing for the children. And I'm just really shit at filling out forms. It's about 18 pages, so you haven't done it yet.
Fine, yeah, it's long as ours. But I'm not gonna, you know, we can go back to your son in a minute because obviously, you know, we've had a discussion. Lives are going to be kept to an hour now, guys. So I want to go back. not that your son's not important, he's hugely important, but I want to go back to you. Like, where's your head at and what's going on? Like, is there anything that, we can do to help and support you in any way? Like,
So obviously, I think although it is very stressful with Kobe, there's been my own shit going on, like um, relationships, for instance. I started talking to a girl. She decided to tell me she's 16 weeks pregnant. I was like, what? Now I find out she's 5 weeks pregnant. I'm like, so you were sleeping with it? No, beginning of April. I said, well, that don't work out. We're middle of June, love. So for 5 weeks, you were. So that messed my head up. I thought, fuck me, here we go again. Do you know what I mean? But then she's still being all nicey nice, like she's done nothing wrong. TikTok, I know it may sound stupid when I say this, the last couple of weeks has been so stressful. Like TikTok, I can make quite a bit of money on, but everything seems to go out, and a lot of the time I feel pressured to do things that I just don't have the money for. And I know it sounds stupid, but that affected my mental health as well. Like I haven't spring cleaned my house for 2 weeks, and my house is usually, I always say, tidy house, tidy mind. My mental health reflects on how tidy my house is. If it's messy, my head's all over the place. Same as when I was in prison.
insane.
If my cell was spotless, they'd know I was having a good day. If it was a state, they'd know to keep an eye out for self harming or whatever it may be.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's just like I don't. Not my family would love to support me more, but my sister works. My little sister's got a 1-year-old, and I know he's into everything at the minute, so she can't have Kobe and him at the same time for that little bit. I don't ever get a break. I went out the other night. It was a really good night, but that's the first time I've been out in like 10 and a half, 11 months without him. So I think where I'm with him 24/7, which I love, but sometimes mums do need a break, and it's
100%.
constant work with him. I can't leave him to do things, so it's just yeah, it's extremely. So yeah, it's been a lot going on, relationship wise, social media, and yeah, just shit.
Can we all send some love to Ginge in the comments, please, guys? Right. Well, we've discussed the social media shit. Like, that's a dangerous game. You've got
Hmm.
to be real thick skinned and you've got to have discipline and you've got to be able to say no. We'll talk about that off here. You've done the right thing. You've stepped forward. You've moved, you've shut that off. That's done. That's one step positive, and it doesn't mean that you've got to stop doing it.
No,
You
yeah,
just need to do it on your own, or I'll help you. I'll come on lives. I've already got another strategy for you already. I've
yeah.
told you. That's a sick way moving forward for that. Thank you, money. Um, relationships, just
And do you know what it is? Like she was, and the mad thing is, I've known her since I was 13. She started. It was the one that kept sending me gifts on TikTok. I was like, "Who is this girl, mate?" And she was like, "I'm single, ready to mingle." And she told me where she's from. I was like, "Oh my god, did you used to live opposite a shop
you
in a certain
guys are
place?"
great.
Thank you, guys. And she went, "Yeah." I went, "I know who you are. You was in foster care at the same time as me." So we knew each other. We hadn't seen each other for 20 years. And I was like, "Oh, that's fate." Well, fucking lo and behold, the girl's up the fucking duff. Do you know what I mean? And she went, I went there, I had my scan, they couldn't hear a heartbeat, but not because there's no baby there, because I'm only 5 weeks. So I went, how are you only 5 weeks? So that fucked my head up. I'm like, I've sort of not kept a barrier up like I always do, let that back
Mm.
down slightly, told you a bit about myself, and then you're going to screw me over. That's how I felt.
Well,
You don't
I,
chat to a girl when they be sleeping with a man and knowing I've got mental health, knowing I should.
no, I know. You're getting a lot of love in the room right now.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Like, relationship wise, we've discussed before, and it will come when it's ready. And I know what it is. You just want to be happy. You want someone to love you. You want to love somebody, but I think you need to sit with yourself and find you, like, really find you. Like, same as me, I need to be on my own, like, at the minute, because I need to, I've come out of prison. I was in a relationship, a real, real intense. It was amazing, it was madness, but it didn't work.
No.
And I wasn't a perfect person. Like, I'm not talking about cheating, but just she taught me a lot about myself. So now
Yeah.
it's my time to sit and change and really find me, because I don't know who I have been. I've been this drug dealer for 23 whatever years, and then I've been in prison, and then I'm like, whoa, and I'm like finding that people like me for me, not for the rep or the money. And then I come out and I'm in a relationship, and I've never sat with myself properly on the outside world.
But I have. That's the thing. I've been out now since 2020. Oh my god, when was he born? Oh, that was really bad. I see what my mind's like at the minute. He was born 22. I've been out since 2022, and I have looked, but then I've sat, and then that just came to me, and I thought, well, maybe everyone was right. It has come to me, and then just fucked my head up. I was depressed for about a week. I'm going,
Yeah.
like, I'm sick of women just mugging me off. I'm gonna go straight. I'm joking.
Um, I was just on another note, saw something earlier. People with ginger hair need 20% more I can't say that word if you have an operation.
I'm not.
Oh, anaesthetic, for fuck's sake. I got there in the end, only because of the operation bit. You might not be everyone's cup of tea, but you're our glass of whiskey. Southern comfort. Is there a mother and baby group for kids with autism in your area? That's not a
No,
bad shout.
not actually. There's nothing round here. There's a
But
normal baby group, and I've tried it, but they're very. How can I put it? Clicky. It was extremely clicky, and
I think TikTok, honestly, social media is a dangerous game because there's so much hate and horrible. I look like your mum.
no, no, that
Is
I'm
she hot then? No, I'm
TikTok.
joking.
I,
Oh, sorry, I thought we were just having a laugh.
someone on TikTok
Yeah,
admitted
back to a
like,
serious note. I would search the social media. Fuck's sake, I would search TikTok for the autistic videos, and I'd reach out. I really actually think you might get some really good advice from there.
oh mate.
Ginger on my phone call way, always here for you. Oh, bless Tracy.
No, yeah, we do WhatsApp and that. Same as me and Vic. We just snap and that. But yeah, TikTok. I think I know it sounds stupid. You're like, why don't you just leave it then when you feel that slight pressure? I know someone just committed suicide in there from bullying. My friend's mum, I think it is, or her friend or something just passed away from it from being bullied.
What, TikTok? Yeah, it's really dangerous. Like I said, you've got to be so thick-skinned. You really do. It's like I could be on here and I'll read a comment, but I can't help but react sometimes. Like even if I'm joking, it's like, but when they comment negative stuff, I just ignore it on my thing. Like I'll just block them or whatever, or just yeah, just don't
No.
even like retaliate to it. But with TikTok, here it's more stupid stuff,
Mm,
like that comment then is a prime example. It's not really evil, but TikTok seems to be a real evil world.
yeah, toxic.
Like it's mad. It's really, really, really mad.
Yeah.
Um,
And someone said to me earlier, they said, regarding mental health, why don't you do it on TikTok? You'd earn a lot more money. I said, I'm not doing it for money. I don't get paid for it. I'm doing it to like see if I can help anyone else or get any advice or it's not about that. I said I'll do it on TikTok. I'll get bullied for bringing up my mental health that I've got a child. People said it before. Why have you got a child if you've got mental health? Then why did you have a kid if you've got mental health?
I
What is
don't
I have Down syndrome that have had a kid doesn't mean they're
fuck it now.
so yeah, that's why I don't really. I was gonna do it on there, and then I just thought I can't because I can't leave haters. It depresses me. It makes me feel sad. Like it just brings me back to a part of my life where people used to constantly judge me for doing this or doing that or losing my kids, etc. And I just couldn't be dealing with it. So hence why I have told them that I don't feel comfortable in the team that I was in. I am logging off for a while. Like I'll do my own thing. Um, and it costs money as well. It's not money I've got, and yeah, it was just too much. As well as Kobe, he needs that attention, and I said, like, I just feel like I'm neglecting my son. You want me to go on at a certain time of day? I can't do that, and if I don't, I get a bollocking. We part of the agency now. Well, no, I've got a child. Like same as some other people in there have got kids. You can't always go on, but then you get a bollocking for it. Saying you're going to get kicked out if you don't. Don't kick me out. Make me feel even worse.
No, yeah. Do you know what? Get out, obviously, before they kick you out. Because that's one thing I've said to Glenna. So obviously, me and Glenna, I've got plans. We're doing a lot of work in the background, but a lot of it comes down to money to go forward. But I've always said to her from the get go, I will never let somebody control me. Nobody will ever, like if someone says to me, "I'll fund you," but you can't swear, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like a life after prison.
Mm.
You know, they're prim and proper. You know, they've got some sick funding. You know, they're advertised everywhere, and you know, but I know that they could never just be the way that they want to be. Like, there's no one will ever control me. Like, I'd rather graft my ass off and do whatever it takes to take the next step where we're going than let someone come in and tell me what I can and can't do, when I can and can't post, or anything like that. Anything like that's never going to happen. And
Sh-
that's something that you need to do when you do something, you know, do it on your own or find someone you trust, like I trust Glenna,
mm.
that can help and support you. And someone that's never, the minute that someone tries to tell you what time you can go on and what time you can do this, man, fuck that, get lost. You ain't
My
paying my bills. You
foster,
ain't paying my bills.
yeah, my foster sister in Scotland. I said I done it for fun to start with. I like to give people, I like to make them smile. You know, I like to have a bit of banter. We used to do dares on there, just funny shit. It was just funny. Do you know what I mean? Showtime and all that. And Rachel said to me, the minute it feels like a job, that's when you cut out because it's not your job. You've got your job, a full time mum, and that's my job. So Chantel's in the comments. She's got two little kids as well, literally very young, and she feels similar as well. She can't always go on. She can't commit to everything they're committing to. So yeah, it was a real struggle, and it really depressed me. And I was trying to explain that, but no one seemed to be listening to me. They're all still stuck, and that's why I've cut it out. Um, so yeah, it's but
Yeah,
I've
no,
that I trust.
yeah, mate, listen, I trust Glenna with my life. We haven't even met in person yet, but she's showing me nothing but loyalty. She
Yeah.
supports me. She listens to my 3 minute voice notes going blah, 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 or whatever. And, you know, if I'm struggling, she reassures me, it's okay, friend. Like, don't worry. Like, you know, you don't have to post today. Like, have 2 days off. You know, no one's going anywhere. And literally, like, she's been my rock. Like, I actually don't know how I would have kind of like, oh, actually, I'll say it out loud. If it wasn't for Glenna, and I told Glenna this, I think my YouTube channel would have been done
Mm.
because of mum and how I've struggled. I just would have given up. But where she's been in the background, you know, and I have so much love and respect for Glenna. Um, I literally do. Because yeah, I don't think I'd be sat here today if it wasn't her. And I'm not talking like as in my life. I mean, as in YouTube. I just think I would have given up. But she's just been there, you know, made me little videos to post when I can't. You know, and I can't do it and whatever. But she's an amazing person, and you will, you know, you've got your friend that's in here now. I know you two are close and she's on TikTok and stuff, but someone has just commented, like, get onto YouTube. Man, get onto YouTube because I know for a fact, I don't know why I'm talking like that is on. I know for a
You've done that.
fact that so many people from this side will come over to you and subscribe straight away. I know that. And I'm not being funny. And you know what the amazing thing about YouTube is? Do you know why you get hardly any hate? Because TikTok, it goes through the algorithm, right? And people just come in and they're like, oh, yeah, I don't like the look of you. Bang, I'm going to hate you. But with YouTube, if you focus on autism, or you focus on mental health, or mix it all up. But you know, you'd have to have the title, like my title's like ex-female prisoner, whatever. So it goes and gets people will search that. People will find you and they'll follow you because they like what you're doing. They subscribe to you because of your content or because of your personality. It's not like TikTok. So like, you know, the more videos you do, it took me, you know, a year and a half to blow to no, I haven't blown up, but to get over 1,000.
Well, no,
Once you get over 1,000 subs, you can monetize and start getting paid. I mean, I can help you anyway, but I think who said that? Was it Justine? Jump over to this side, mate. I'll
no.
come on your channel and
Corey's
do lives with you.
Corey's been telling me that like you need to do your own thing, whether it be something on TikTok or something somewhere on a different platform, because the platform on here for mental health would potentially make it better. TikTok does not seem to make it better. Like I went on there earlier and she went, "You're back then?" I went, "No, I just popped on with Creamy because I felt bad for him because he's gifted me before and I've done a battle so he didn't lose his streak." Like even if I did come up, what's it got to do with anyone else, you know?
Yeah.
And
See,
else if
everyone's saying it. And like you said, there's 54 people in here now. I'm pretty sure the 54 people will come over and subscribe. You know, there's over 5,000 people on my channel. We could make a video, we could post it up on mine, get them to come over and sub to you. Even if, you know, imagine if you could just have 500 people, you're halfway there to being monetized, which means you get paid. I mean, it's crap money, but if I posted a video every day, it's not crap money, sorry. I don't make money at the minute because lives you don't really get paid for. But if I sat and made videos and put the effort into it, it would pay really well.
No,
You
yeah.
know, YouTube pays, if you get a lot of subs, you pay really well. As soon as you start getting like 50,000 subs, you're laughing.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll speak to you about that. I wouldn't know how to do it all, so I'll speak to you and Glenna, see what I can do it just on
Yeah.
back to prison, I don't think.
I mean, you've already got the account set up. I think you should really do one on mental health, and you should do a blog on when you're feeling shit, and what you doing is talking into a camera, helping. You know, and then you could do your good days too. Like to just do a day in the life of Ginge every day.
Well, this is
Um,
like I said to you before, it's like a therapy, this sort of thing here, because it's I don't know what everyone's been through here. I don't know everyone's stories, but it's like-minded people that have a lot of people, probably over half the people in here, have probably been through similar things, whether it be autistic children or just mental health in general. Or
day down, a down day, sorry. You know, people have been through it, whether they want to say they have or not. Like everybody's been through a shit time.
okay,
Everyone has struggled. We're all behind you, Ginge. If they don't understand your needs and they are making you feel worse, they're not worth your time and energy. You're not here to please them. Do what makes you comfortable. I'm Ginge Mod on TikTok, but I'm more than happy to help her if she gets a channel on here. WhatsApp me, Ginge. That's from Glenna. Your friend Chantel, I definitely think you should do one about autism, as it will help a lot of people. Exactly. So you think about it. Chantel is so right, because you are stuck in limbo right now and you don't really know what way to turn. So this could be your prime
I literally the other
thing.
he had a meltdown, and literally I just burst into tears. My sister rang me halfway through. I just can't cope. You know, sometimes when you're like, take him. And I know it sounds really bad, just fucking take him for the day because I physically can't clean, I can't cook, I can't eat, I can't have a bath. I didn't have a bath, like, do you know what I mean, for 3 days because I can't, because he screams. Like he's yeah. So I'm just trying to get hold of these people to try and support me. Like I would never, ever, ever say, "Oh, can you have some respite for the weekend?" Because I wouldn't let my son go for 2 days. I just need that support from professionals to give me an insight into things, to give me ways of trying to help him eat.
Yeah, coping mechanism, or how you deal with it. What do you do? You know, what do I do when he does this? What do I do when he's smashing the house up? What do I do? You know, their brain is so different, and it must be tough for them, especially if
100.
we don't know how they understand. Like they're in a totally different world, and you
He's
know,
saying something, but to me it's babble. But he's
yeah,
something, and I don't know what he wants. Like they come around the health visitor, she weighed him, and she was trying to touch him and he kept just slapping. I was like, he does not want to be, but I need to. I said, well, just let me hold him. And then he was fine. And she went, just to let you know, he's dropped in his weight quite a bit. I said, I'm telling you, he's not eating. He stayed at my sister's tonight. He would not touch anything. He had to eat Weetabix and fucking rice cakes because he just won't eat because he's so fussy with food. And now he's below the ninth centile, which is quite well below his weight. And people
yeah,
say,
but
"He's got a big bum on him." I said, he's mixed race. Of course, he's going to have a big ass. His mum's got one as well. He's got no choice. It doesn't mean he's like putting the weight on, or he should be what he should be.
yeah.
It
Thank you, AJ.
stresses
Oh,
me.
we've got loads of stuff coming in. Let's have a look. Maybe child autism. There must be so many parents and looking for advice. Ginge, I would like to learn more about autism, honey. I would definitely sub Ginge. You ladies are the most down to earth people. I love this channel. I know how you feel. I have a daughter with autism who hurts herself in the meltdowns. Get together with similar people and get lots of advice and support. Fran, Ginger's going to come and stay with me,
Yeah.
her little one in August. I would do what I can to help her. Mate, I'll come down and see you guys.
Mm.
National Autistic Society may have local groups for your family support. At least may be able to signpost. Oh, thank you, Paul. Glenna, is there any way you could quickly copy and paste Paul's?
I did just
Um,
screenshot it, so that hopefully maybe I can type
yeah,
it
she might be able to
well.
actually copy and paste it
Yeah.
in there and just quickly WhatsApp it to you.
I've just set. I was about to say something then. It come out rude then. I did just mention that I don't think I could ever do respite because I had so much of it as a kid, and it screwed my head up. And I wouldn't want he might not be the same, but I wouldn't want him being somewhere all weekend to give me the break. I do the school run during the week because he's at nursery now, and then saying, "All right, you can have him for the weekend." I don't think I could do that because of my upbringing and how I went through that and had the effect it had on me. Um, but yeah, I don't know. My sister reckons I'm gonna have to have it when he's about 6 if he's the way he is now, violent. Um,
Yeah, you've also got to think this is not your childhood, right? He's got an absolutely loving mum, but he having that respite might help him. You don't actually know that it won't also help him if he's going where people are trained to know how to deal with like autism, autistic children and stuff like that. You just don't know. I get it. I totally understand where you're coming from, but you do also need to think what about your mental health.
oh
You
yeah,
need to think, what if I snap? Not as in like violently, I mean, but just, what if you just hit rock bottom one day? You've got to think about the reasons you're doing it. You're not your
yeah,
mum. You're
no,
not your mum.
yeah, no, I know
You're
that.
a good person and a good mum.
It's that worry of yeah. I think for me it's resentment. And I don't get me wrong, I have thought about that. Like in a couple of years' time, I'm gonna have to look at some sort of support. But then that depresses me thinking of that, and that gets me emotional. That gets me upset. It's like well, I'm just palming my kid off with someone else because I'm struggling. I've got to learn how to deal with it. But it's difficult, like I say, when I'm autistic, when I'm ADHD, I'm EUPD, I've got a split personality disorder, and I'm trying to juggle all these different things at once as a single parent. There's a lot of single parents out there, and they can probably imagine what I'm going through, and it's not an easy job. Like it's the most hardest. What did they say? They call it unpaid, but there's no training for it. It's the hardest unpaid profession in the book because there's no training, there's no nothing. It's just motherly instinct, and you parent your child how you like. Some people do it well, some people don't. I think right about now I'm in the middle because yeah, sometimes I just shut the gate and I have to go upstairs for whatever reason because I just can't deal with him. Sometimes it's just stressful.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you have a little flick through the comments.
100% Victoria, 100%. I'll have a look at that. I can't say your name, sorry. Tino UK. Using for one that it may help with social skills as well. No, yeah, it's something I'm gonna have to think about, and it's just because of my experience as a kid. It won't be that I don't mean it was bad because it like at the time I loved it, but look how it turned out. Um,
Yeah, I'm fine. Why'd you say that? I was just in another world. I was just thinking. I was I was just thinking like,
I think kids do love it because, like you say, everyone say it helps in interactivity. It could help, but I think it's. I used to be one to one with autistic child, visual aids.
although, do you know what I was thinking? I was just like wondering, like, are you okay? Like, I know you're struggling, but are you okay? Like, I just want to make sure you're not in like the darkest of places.
No, I don't think I'm there yet, and I'm just trying to find people to get that support, um, to give me an insight into things and how do I try and help him eat so he's not dropping in weight? How do I de-stress myself when he's having massive meltdowns and kicking and punching me, and it just all gets too much. Like all that could happen in the space of 2 hours, where he'll kick, punch, bite, trash the whole living room, smash a glass on the floor, lob things at my window. There's a crack in the side of my window I've got to get fixed now, and that could all happen in 2 hours. It's a lot to take,
Mm.
and
Have
try.
you tried him with noodles?
He doesn't like the feel of it.
Yeah, chicken nuggets.
I've tried him with chicken nut. Occasionally, he'll eat chicken nuggets. He used to love double cheeseburgers, but now he won't touch them. And I think it's the cheese on it. So I'm going to start trying him without the cheese and just the.
Yeah.
But he like the thing is, Kobe will go out, and this is why it costs me so much. He'll eat in a restaurant, but he won't eat at home. He's not finding that difference.
He's not stupid, is he?
No, he's not high maintenance. That's what he is. But started around Easter time where we went out a couple of days in a row. It was Easter, 3 days in a row. Once to a family, once me and him, Easter Sunday, and then once to my support worker. And well, she's not my support worker now; she's retired, but still. And Sorry, I froze them.
I was gonna say, what happened there?
Yeah, sorry, my battery. And since then, he's just not wanted to eat in the house, and that's since what month are we in? That's last year. He's been on and off eating in the house. That's a whole year, fucking thing. Um, so yeah, I don't know, but I'm alright myself. Like I'm not at the point where I need to go and use because I'm struggling to stop feeling these emotions or self harm or anything like that. Because I'd never even contemplate doing either of them.
Good. But we're all here, like, there's me, Glenna, there's like, you've got a good friend in Chantel, Jenny, Tracy you speak to. So, just
Yeah.
make sure you reach out to us. I know I'm a liability. I'm probably the last person you want to reach out to. Not because I don't want to help you, because I will, but honestly, the messages and stuff that come through on my phone, just ring me. Just ring me. That's the best way. If you are struggling,
Chantel,
call me.
sorry, she was just saying about his weight. They can get juice stuff. So my sister also said earlier, if she doesn't eat all day because she's working, she literally has a pint of strawberry milkshake and it fills her up because the calcium's there as well as other stuff. So I'm going to try that.
Mm.
Will be one stress off my shoulders, thinking people are going to judge me because he's losing weight. And I've always got that paranoia in my head, which also depresses me. Like a social service is going to get involved because someone's reported me because he's losing weight. And then that goes through my mind probably about 3 days a week.
Oh, that's amazing, Helen. I'm a nightmare on my phone, honestly. I got like 43 and something, 40 something unread WhatsApp, 189 text messages, I think.
Oh my God, I've got about two.
Yeah, I
I
just
straight
ring
away
you.
helps with my mental health if I'm talking to people. What
Just
are you doing?
ring me. Like, if you want me, really, like, ring me. That's the best
Oh,
way.
don't hit yourself. Come on, move in the night. Sorry, 2 secs, guys. No, no. Come on. Give me 2. No. Come on. Oh, God. You know it's dirty, baby.
Oh, God, yeah. Shut up, Victoria.
Uh,
The eating thing, that's all like autistic children. They all have issues with the texture.
no, yeah, and
What
it's
do you
just
do
really
better?
hard
Yeah,
work to
sport.
keep having to go out twice or 3 times a week for food. Because I know it doesn't seem a lot, but it's a fiver a time. That's 15, so that's 20 quid a week. Plus, I eat once out of them. That's 80 quid a month just on going out for food, let alone the 180 to 200 I'm spending anyway on food and treats. And if he sees a lolly and he can't have one, the meltdown in the shop is unreal. And I just have to walk out the shop embarrassment. Like, I'm so sorry. He gets his foot and he literally slides it across all the lollies if he can't have one, and everything is just on the floor. Oh, mate.
I can laugh now, but I know it must be stressful.
No, yeah,
It
it
must
was
be
funny the first
stressful.
time, but not the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth when they're looking at me really weird in the shop. And I have to explain to him, I'm so sorry, like he is autistic. He doesn't understand that he shouldn't do that. He's 3 and he doesn't even say the word mum. Do you know what I mean? I could sit there and I'll be doing something and I'll say, go and get your bottle for me, or I'll be busy. And most kids would understand that. Or look at the dog, but he just does not understand simple commands. And that's also frustrating for me because I don't know what he wants. Why is he having a meltdown? Why is he crying? Why is he screaming?
Mm.
Punching me because he's frustrated about something that he can't get out, that he physically can't say. And the only thing he does say is go go, but it's northern accent, Google. And I think that's Coco. Like he looks at Sally and goes, Google. Like, yeah,
Cocomelon.
on, yeah. So it's just a struggle at the minute, I think.
No, I definitely think the drinks.
Yeah.
Even my mum had adult ones when they're not eating. It's the supplements, isn't it? It's
I had
I
them when I was
definitely think you should have a look. And YouTube, man, you need to get over to YouTube.
pregnant. No, yeah.
It's not a quick process, but you got to post every day. You just post videos. Honestly, it'll be that one time that will just blow up, like literally. And do your story with people. Like my story, I've only ever done my story with Sean Atwood. But when I did a live with him, I'd done a video, and it like got 850 something subscribers. Then I went live with Sean and done a live with Sean Atwood, and literally about 1,500 people come over.
Oh,
So it
wow.
just takes that one time bang.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it had like 230,000 views or 220 something views.
Wow.
Yeah, and literally it just went nuts, and that's what they say. But you just got to be consistent.
Yeah,
But I think you would move, because looking at when we started doing TikToks to now, it ain't much different. I think you'd be a lot further ahead in YouTube than you
yeah.
would be um,
No,
with
I've only had
TikTok.
about 430 followers since, and I've been banned I don't know how many times for absolutely nothing.
That's good.
So, um, Chantel, I'm gonna try him with age 2 to 3, baby food, see if that helps. And regarding the 3 meals, Helen, he's just so fussy that I'd feel like it's a waste of food because he'd lick it and then they'd chuck it away, and that could be someone else's food, another kid. Do you know what I mean? So I think what I'm going to do is just try him. It's less stress for me then because I haven't got to worry about it, people judging me and social services being reported or anything like that. Because, like I say, it's a constant worry like someone's going to ring social on me because he's losing weight, or I've told him he's not eating, or the health visit saw me get a little bit stressed and she could hear in my voice like I was about to get really upset, and I just said, "You're going to have to get out." So, guarantee I'll have social services knocking at my door now.
No, it's not good. Victoria, that I haven't got a clue how to do that. um, I will have a look though. It sounds made, but buy some toddler baby milk. Yeah, I mean,
But his behaviour is probably 100%. Like I said, he 100% he gets stressed because he can't communicate. But then it stresses me out because
you
I
don't know
feel
what he
like a
wants.
shit parent because I'm not giving him. I
No.
don't know what he wants, but it just makes you feel like that because you don't know what they want, and he's
Right,
screaming.
listen, let me just interrupt you real quick, yeah? How are you a shit parent when you still have him? You
Mm,
haven't given up on him and you haven't used, no matter how shit or how much he's pushing you to your limits, you haven't used, you're still doing the best every day. You get up
yeah,
and you still put a face on and you get through the day and you be the best mum that you can be. So don't ever put yourself down like that. You got to think about the things that could have happened and they haven't. So you are an amazing mum.
thank you. No, I know, guys, but it's just I don't know if anyone else has been in a situation, but I'm sure if you was in a similar situation, you'd feel the same. If your kid's screaming and you don't know what for, they want something, or they're refusing to eat, they're refusing to drink. I had to take him to the hospital once because he went 2 days without the fluids, and they don't know what the reason was. He just wouldn't take fluids. I am looking at that, Joanne. It's called Maca. Oh, what's it called? Begins with M. The sign. I can't remember. I can't pronounce it, so I'm gonna have a look at that. Um,
Oh, what
it's
you are?
two
You read the
and a half,
comments.
2.5, Lauren. 2.5, babe.
And Lauren, I've just got to quickly say, you're Foxtrot, right? Sorry, I'm just changing the subject. Mum mentioned about how lovely that lady was that bought me the Easter egg. She brought it up the other day. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know that she's still grateful, bless her.
Oh, bless her.
I know she's been really bad as well, like with things, seeing people and stuff on the sofa, X, Y, and Z. But yeah, she brought it up, so I was kind of hoping that you'd pop in at some point, so I could just say thank you again, because it's a good memory that she has. Back to you, Ginge. Sorry.
That's all right. Don't be silly. Yeah, I've just got an issue with social services, Trace.
Hmm,
Yeah, just a big issue.
that's very true, Lauren. See, when you think you're a shit mum, that usually means you're not. The shit mums don't bother to think about that. It's
True.
right because they don't care. They don't care enough. Like you care. Like you're worried that you're being a shit mum, so you're just naturally saying, "I'm a shit mum. I'm a shit mum," because you
No,
don't feel like you're doing enough. But you're doing. You're going above and beyond. You're doing the best that you can, and you're being a mum, and you're dealing with autism, and you're dealing with not using, like you're doing amazing, mate. You should actually be proud of yourself.
no, yeah. Try to. It's just difficult sometimes.
No, I get that, but
Yeah, toddlers are all the same, but I have this kid for a day. He's on a different level. My sister couldn't even cope with him, and my family as well. They struggle to bond with him because he doesn't sit down. He won't play toys with you like a
yeah.
normal.
Oh no, I think it makes it more amazing.
But he won't just sit there with them. If he'd sit, his interaction is cuddles. That's it, which I love. But sometimes I wish he'd just do a bit of an imaginary play, like
It's
dinosaur
coming.
or
It's
something.
coming. Don't worry, it'll come. Wait till he's about 4. I know it's a long time away yet, but you wait till he's 4.
Yeah,
It'll come. I've said it before, and I was right, and I'll say it again. Just have hope and believe in him. Trust me, he's just a little bit slower. And is it gonna be the same as I'm not even going to say a normal kid because that ain't right. Maybe they're the
No,
normal
what I mean,
ones.
I always say this. What I mean by normal is their normal brain function, how they
No,
work.
what we class as normal. What we class as normal, yeah. But I don't want to say to a normal kid because I don't know, like they're just more special to
No,
me.
oh
And
no, 100%. They're just misunderstood.
it's yeah,
They-
I couldn't imagine being a single mum though and dealing with that 24/7. But it'll come around before you know it, and you'll wish he never said mum, 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 or
Why?
anything like that.
Why? Training because it is. Yeah, but why? Because Jesus said. But who's Jesus? Train. Like honestly, if anyone laughed at my kid, it was horrible. I think I'd be back inside. I just
No,
yeah,
I know.
like
Right.
minor things I wouldn't, but if anyone like an autistic child was just beaten, like passed away, like 13-year-old kids beat him to the point where he died because he was autistic and different. Um, oh yeah, true. That is true.
Yeah. Well, we're yeah, we got 10 minutes left, guys. I'm going to ask you guys, like, what support can we throw out to Ginge? You know, like, what kind words have we got for her? Let's let her leave this live on a boost. I want her to come off feeling good. I don't want her to feel sad, you know. And she spoke about it more. Sometimes it goes one or two ways, you know. Like I've been on a live, we chat, and then I come off like I'm happy. I'm so glad. Everyone lifts me up. But
Victoria, I thought exactly the same about her chair as soon as she come on.
uh,
It's creeping me out as well. Looks like two eyes.
oh yeah, that looks sick.
Joanne, sorry, Jan,
It's evil.
what is babe? I've, it's sensory things he loves. He does love sensory things. I said that his hearing test. He's a very visual child, so I do try and get them and squishy chairs. Fuck's sake! It's because I've just seen chair again. Uh, Squishy toys. He likes them, but then he bites into them, eats them. So I'm like, I can't win either way. Oh, thank you, Janet.
That's all I can see now. Like I'm just sat here like a child playing with my chair. I don't even hear a word you said. I'm not gonna lie. Stay strong. You're an amazing mum. Your babies are absolutely gorgeous, and he knows you love him. The way he looks at you and cuddles you is amazing.
Oh, we're always on
Oh.
FaceTime, me and Chantel. She lives in Scotland. I'm going up there
Well,
next
then
week.
she
Great.
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's having. Ah, thank you, Lucy
Thank
Blue.
you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
If I had money, I would donate as well.
No, thank you. That is so kind of you. Thank you, Lucy.
100%, Joanne.
Keep it up sticker as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
Where are we? When he was growing up, we were told my stepson his autism was a superpower. It is. All the love, Ginge. Ginge, you're more than a legend. Thank you again, Lucy. You're amazing, but it's not easy. Ask for a sensory assessment to get him more help and what's that say?
And
EC,
EHP
ECHP for a special school. Try CHM.
cams.
Yeah, they helped me with two autistic children. Thank you, Robert. Ginger's brave. Ginger, honey, you're an amazing person. Keep your chin up, darling. I hope you're well, Stacey. I haven't seen you in for a while as well. And thank you again, Lucy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
That was very cute. Very cute. How do you do that on here? What?
So I think there's a thing that says like sticker, like
Obviously, I can't see it right about now, but
yeah, no, you
I
can. So like if you're off the live, you can do it. It doesn't matter when you can just do it. Like no, I'm not telling you to do it for fuck's. I don't want nothing. I'm just saying like
no,
you could do it when you're on a live and you can do it off.
love and supporting it today, even though well, I've shouted at my child. I have walked out the room just to get away from me. Many times I've just literally, I know it sounds really bad, I've just gone, Kobe, just piss off, mate. Leave me alone because he just drags on my legs and he just won't. He's constantly wanting something, and that sounds really bad, but there's still support in here. So,
Look, I remember. So like my godkids used to stay all the time before I went away to prison, and my little Alfie bear, and he used to come and he'd be like, he'd come and stay for the night,
yeah.
and then I'll be like, right, you're gonna go home now. No, I stay with you, Fran. And then can you actually still hear me though?
No, I don't think
Oh.
see me.
Yeah, so like literally, and then like he'd be like, "No, I'm not going home. I stay with you." So and then he'd stay, and then on the third, fourth day, and I'm like, all right. Like there was never, because I didn't work, there was no like thing they could stay as long as they wanted. And on
Yeah.
the fourth day, I'd start getting like it's hard because I can't, I don't have kids myself, and
Mhm.
then I'd be a little bit like, come on then, like whatever, and they'd be like, I go home now, Fran, to mummy and daddy. Like he knew when I had enough.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? Sometimes it'd last 3 days, sometimes it'd last like four, five.
And just can't you?
But
I love you, but you
that
go home now.
yeah, but like what I'm trying to say is he was what you want to call normal, and it was tough. It was tough having him all day, every day. It was amazing, at first because he's not my child. It's great, but then it's like then it is tiring. Yeah, it's hard, and I couldn't even imagine what it'd be like being a single mum with one or two kids, let alone then having is it a
He like
disability?
has
Do I say that?
like
Do I
having
say
yeah, disability. It's so a lot of autistic kids, some of them you'll see that they're autistic, but his disability, I say it's invisible. A lot of people don't know some disabilities are invisible. Like you don't look at me and think there's anything wrong with me until I open my fucking mouth. And then I've got no filter. And I do worry about that as well when he's older, about getting beaten up because I don't think he's gonna have any filter like me. And he's gonna go through so much shit at school. And I know I think about that's my mental health. My sister goes, "Why are you thinking something that's 10 years in the future? He will be different then." I went, "Don't care. He's going to be like me. He's going to have no filter. He's going to get beaten up all the time like I did." So, and then I'm going to get into shit because then I'm going to have his back. But then other times I'll have to say to him, "Well, shut your mouth then. Don't, do you know what I mean? Don't be cheeky." Because he's cheeky now, even though he don't talk.
the thing is it's so much more out there, and it's so much more normal to have autism now, and they do have special schools for them. Ah, this one's for you, Ginge. I'll send you over the money. Ah, thank you,
Yeah.
Lucy. I'll
Thank
send
you.
that over to you.
Thank you. Peanut, judge yourself.
Thank you again, Lucy. That's really kind of you.
Lauren,
Yeah, I'll send it over to her.
thank you.
I'll send it over to you when we come off the live.
Bless you.
Yeah, that's real kind of you.
Is and yeah, Lauren, that is true. I probably would say that to him. I say it to my sister all the time. If the kids
Blowing you kisses. Sorry. I'm like a child myself. I get distracted.
kisses, oh, I
Yeah,
copy.
the little sticker she sent. Can
No,
you see it? The big blue
yeah,
Lucy Blue sent that, and then it's got like little like blowy kisses.
go, go. Thank you, babe. But no,
Can we just go
that's
on.
all the time. I says you're an amazing mum just because your kids don't have everything they need. No kids, but I looked after two under fives for 5 nights, and I was knackered. Yeah, I bet. Toddlers, Jesus.
Guys, we're gonna wrap it up in a sec. Can we
Yeah,
just send Ginge some love, please? Just make sure I want her to
I
come off on a high.
appreciate people coming on, like, and listening.
No, I really appreciate you coming on. Lucy, you're very kind. Thank you. Ginger's not a lot, but treat yourself to something. You are loved.
I
You
guess.
are loved. No, I did a live a few weeks back, and people were asking when you was next coming on.
Oh, okay.
Um, no, literally, thank you for coming on and being so honest and sharing your struggles. Yeah, it just it's brave.
No, yeah.
Um, it's okay not to be okay, and it's okay to ask for help.
I'm not on Insta, Lauren. I really can't get used to Insta. Like, it really confuses me. But I'm on Facebook. Teresa. Oh my god, I don't know what my name is on there. Fran's got me. I'll comment on the resources group or something. But it's on there. Teresa Moore or Drain. I'm not too sure. Oh, fuck Joanne. Bless you.
Yeah, so we got your amazing Ginge. Come back soon. We love you, Ginge. You're all there. Amazing Fran, Ginge, and Glenna. You're amazing, Ginge, doing the best you can of reaching out for help for your son. He's lucky to have you.
Thank you. OPC
Ginge.
5 years time.
No, thank you so much for coming on. And anytime you want to come back on and you just want to talk, and just have a chit chat with these guys, then do. But I'll catch up with you tomorrow anyway.
Oh yeah, for
I
definitely.
need to go and check on mum. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
I
you.
love this channel. You're doing a great job, Fran, and Ginger's amazing. We're all here for you. Thank you, Lucy, for the gifts. Really appreciate it. Thank you all for tuning in and just showing loads of love. She needs it right now, and I appreciate you all as well. You're doing really well, Ginge.
Thank you. But guys, yeah, I appreciate all support, all your love, questions. Yeah, hopefully I'll be better soon and feeling my normal bubbly self.
Yeah. Sorry, we're just wrapping it up now. So, yeah, we're just saying goodbye. But yeah, thank you all. Much love always.
I wonder how many of these drugs you sold. I don't know, not just people, but families. Nice. Oh,
Uh,
they chose to take them.
yeah, love to you and your mum, Fran. Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah, send my love. Tell your mum I said hello, Ginger Minnie.
Yeah, will do. Good night, Victoria, Karen, and Justine. Right. Thank you. Love you, Ginge. And I will thank you, Glenna, for modding.
Yeah, defo. Done a great.
Fran. All right. Take care. Bye.
Guys, bye. 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 Bye.